heart went boom.
You know what? Not everyone's heart goes boom for Zoom, because Zoom fatigue is a thing, and here's how to avoid it.
Yes, Zoom and the like are incredibly useful at times like this, but are you overscheduling yourself? If fatigue is what you're feeling, then most likely yes. So what is it about Zoom, Team, and other video calls that make us feel so tired? Well, there's probably quite a few reasons, but here's a few. Firstly, you're probably doing a lot of them. All that time that you used to spend traveling to meetings, well, you don't do that now, so why not pop another Zoom call into that slot? Well, you're in danger of doing just that because it looks like you have more available time now. Secondly, you can see yourself in Zoom calls, because as well as your other callers, there's you in all your glory looking back at you. And that's probably making us more self-aware and perhaps more self-conscious too, because you're now on stage all the time. Do that hour after hour, and it's no wonder it all feels a little wearing. Thirdly, silence. Because when there's silence in the dialogue, you find yourself wondering, did they not like what I said, or has the technology fallen over? And it only takes 1.2 seconds for you to start thinking that. Plus add the fact that you're probably not getting up and moving around as much as you normally would pre-COVID-19 times, and it can sometimes feel like an extended staring competition with a room full of strangers. Well, it's all a bit exhausting. So what can you do? Number one, sounds simple, but maybe ease back on the number of Zoom video calls that you're doing every day, and maybe chunk them up, maybe 2 or 3 in the morning and again in the afternoon, but max out there. And make sure you have at least 10 minutes between meetings so that you can move around and do something different. So maybe use 50 minutes out of the 60 available in an hour and use those 10 minutes for a walk, just something else. Number two, are video chats the best option? Maybe a straight phone call will do. So you're not doing the visual interpretive work of trying to match the body language to what's being said all the time. Number three, use a background. Opening up your home can feel like it's a bit like opening up your home for others to view. You might be fine with that, or you may not be. It can trigger some social comparison worries. And if your kids are using Zoom, then they might not prefer to have people prying around at stuff behind them either. Number four, use speaker view. That way you don't need to have the self-consciousness of always monitoring yourself, and you can just turn down that feeling of being stared at by a room full of strangers the whole time, just a few people, or one. And lastly, just remember, everything feels pretty exhausting at the moment. Be kind to yourself. If you're also socializing using video chat, again, ask yourself, how much of one communication channel can you deal with in your life right now? Change it up, switch it around, and make sure you get some variety in how you communicate. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, then check out this one too. I think you'll like it. I'm Saab Johal. Catch you next time.